Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. It is 7:20, I believe, 7:40 actually, and I am downstairs early in my studio. I get every now and then to come downstairs when people are getting ready to go to school. My husband takes care of it so I can come and work. And today is a busy day. I have a full day of work. So this week I have been working on the book illustrations. I've been working on it for a really long time, and it can take a while because I need to wait for feedback in order to continue. And so right now I'm waiting for feedback, so I can't really continue. And I thought I would work on an idea that I have. However, I wanted to do a video on AI. So I'm in front of my computer. In order to use Midjourney, you have to have a Discord account, and it's through Discord that you create these images. So I'm going to show you some of the images that I've already created. I just wanted to play around. I didn't know quite what I wanted to draw. So I thought, you know, why not draw Franz? And so I thought, oh, maybe like a frog surrounded by poppies, or a frog in a boat. And so I will show you the reference picture that I decided to use, which is this one right here. And then I'll show you my illustration, and then we can do one together. So that is the starting point reference that I created with Midjourney. And then this was the final illustration that I created from it. Even though I just don't know if it's still done. But I just wanted to draw something. I didn't know what to draw. I needed to cleanse my palette from only using my iPad to create the book illustrations. I needed color and I needed paint. Okay, so now I wanted to create some ideas for maybe potential story that I'm thinking of. So it involves a bear. So I'm going to create something, a reference picture. I'm not going to be creating it just as it appears here, but it'll help me visualize. This is how I think artists or people should use Midjourney. So you need to do the /imagine to create a prompt. And now I'm going to put in the string of words that I am going to think up to create my illustration. So I'm going to do cute, no, sweet bear, looking out of cave window and seeing flowers growing and bees. Sunny day, orange and blue undertones, fantasy. So the prompt that I created is sweet bear looking out of cave window and seeing flowers growing and bees. Sunny day, orange and blue undertones, fantasy. Let's see what comes up. So I'm not the best at creating prompt words, because if you are very good at creating prompts, you can create amazing things. Amazing. But I'm just stringing words together, and let's see what comes out. So you need to wait a bit, and then it slowly starts appearing. And then you can create different versions. They give you 4 creations. You can choose which ones you want to upscale, as in render them more clearly, or you can create versions, different versions of one scene. And it's quite amazing what they create. See, there's some really beautiful layouts here. I really like either the top one or the bottom right one. So they go clockwise, I believe. No, the first 2 on the top from the left to right is 1, 2, and then the bottom is from left to right 3, 4. So I'm going to do upscale of the 4th one and upscale of the first one.
So here are the two final images that I will be painting in my sketchbook just as a little study. I tend to just like to create things quickly to see if I want to take them any further, but I tend to need color. I just need color. I can't just do a little thumbnail to really know if I want to explore it any further.
So here you can see the reference picture, and here you can see my sketch, and I've added some more little details. It was just the plotting out that I mainly use from Midjourney, and then here's another reference picture, and then here's the sketch.
So I thought I could chat to you guys as I'm painting here. I did record a TikTok live while painting one of these. I believe it's the pinky purpley one. And I will be posting that TikTok live sometime next week. I'm not sure when, or maybe even on the weekend. I'm not sure. I really do things on a whim. It's not like I have an actual schedule for TikTok lives. It's just whenever I have time and the desire to do so, and my phone has enough battery power that I tend to set it up. I have seen on TikTok Live that you can now use OBS, but with Windows computers, and I don't own a Windows computer. I have Macs, and that really sucks. I really wish there were a Mac version for the Live Studio, I think it's called, so that I could record using my camera instead of my phone, but whatever. This is not a problem whatsoever. But either way, here you can see I was using gouache. I started out with doing a wash with the Ecoline watercolors. I absolutely love using those. It's just to put some color down on the page. And then I used purple Sennelier acrylic ink to just play around with it because I love using acrylic inks. However, it can be kind of plasticky, so the regular gouache doesn't stick sometimes, and so I don't always use it for my washes. I tend to use just the Ecoline. If I'm using acrylic, though, I will use the acrylic inks to create washes or just translucent layers. But here, I really wanted to play with my regular gouache. On the other page, I do use acrylic gouache, and you'll have to tell me at the end if you see a difference. I see a difference. I truly do. But my heart really lies with Le Franc Bourgeois gouache. It's just so vibrant and delicious to play with. I don't know how else to say it. They're just these, it's the perfect in between, like the Shinhan Pass. They're very similar. A perfect in between watercolor and very opaque gouache. And I love that they're matte. It really depends on my mood. There's sometimes that I prefer to use acrylics and the glossiness, the reflection doesn't bother me. But there are other days where I just, I feel more relaxed when I'm using gouache. I feel more free. However, I do have to say, there gets to a point where it is muddy. It can get kind of muddy if you add layers. And I tend to not be very patient. And I just really want to get to that look that I'm trying to achieve. It probably has to do that I don't have that much time whenever I finally get an idea. And so I kind of rush things. Well, with acrylics or acrylic gouache, they dry super fast and then you can't activate them again with water. So it's perfect. You can just paint on top of them or, it's really great. So yeah, but here I'm just, playing around. It looks very similar to the reference. The things that I altered, I'll be talking about later in the video. And see if you spot someone familiar in these two images. Let me know in the comments if you see it. You can post a little emoji, and it would be fun to see if you spot them. It's a little nugget there. But I had fun. I tend to really love to paint things that are framed, like either around trees. This, it's a bear in a cave, so the cave walls are circling or framing around the bear. I know I can do more to this page with the purple and the pinks, like make it darker on the outside so it really pushes the vision to the bear and create more highlights. But as I said, this was just to play around to see if I like the development of this idea, not to like already have a finished project. or product. It's just, you know, a study, not a quick study, because it took me about like an hour or so to draw these two and paint these two. But it's just to demonstrate how I use Midjourney.
Okay, so I've been working on this one, and this is how it looks so far. So I'll put them side by side so you can see. They are quite similar. Obviously, the detail in the rock is different. Also, I'm not done. The bear, the position is similar. However, you can see here how there's this bulge here. Here, I don't have it because it's not anatomically correct. I also added a little stuffed animal to him. And then in the back, I have two other bears that are sleeping, which are not there. I am going to be adding more details. I'm not quite sure yet what I want to add. But this is how I use these as reference pictures. I did create this with my own words. It's not like I used someone else's prompt. I did create it. However, I would not feel in the slightest comfortable using this to illustrate a book because it's not my work. This, on the other hand, I do feel comfortable using to illustrate a book. So I wanted to show you guys the difference, and let's see how the next one turns out. Okay, so I did the second one, which is this reference picture from Midjourney. Let me show you. So that's the reference picture. And then here's my painting. As you can see, the position of the bear is the same. The arching cave is the same. The butterfly is different. And I have the little stuffed animal there. So not exactly like it. And also the face of the bear is slightly different. Like the snout is longer than the original one. Yeah. All right, well, those are my thoughts on using AI engines to create art. As I said before, and I will repeat my opinion because I truly stand by it. I think that it should be used as a starting point for creating things and not the final to create. Because even in these reference pictures, you can even see like a little signature here at the bottom, right there in the bottom of some artist. Where is it? Oh, no, it's not in this one. In one of them, you can see a signature at the bottom. Yeah, right there. Right down there. You can see a slight signature. I mean, you can't even read it. But it looks like a signature. And it just shows you how they steal art to create these. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming by. See you next week. Bye, guys.